All right, let's get going. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, time to get started. All right, hold on. I'm actually eating something. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm actually in the living room eating a shaved ice. Oh no, this is not shaved ice. This is a icy from Buc-ee's. Take her to Buc-ee's, everybody. No, I just it's raining like crazy down here, and I am enjoying it. But because I need my grass. My grass loves the rainwater, and so does my garden. Pretty cool. But I'm just here hanging out in the living room because I didn't want to get wet. It's pouring down hard. I need this to thaw anyways, so I put it in the freezer. This is actually my son's. I got the pina colada. A little big hit with the family. But sorry about that. 2 minutes in. All right. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, C.J. Robles. I'm here to talk about an event I had this weekend. I call it more of a retreat now for me because it unwinds me. I relax. I'm some kind of reset for me. I feel better. Like I'm loose. I'm relaxed. Got to hang out with a bunch of like horror fans, and it's fun. This is my 6th year. I went to Texas Frightmare. Got my badge, my VIPs. I think I wish I would have given these away. I didn't know you could give them away. I actually had a 4th one, but it fell off. To me, I feel like what do you call it? I feel like if you have VIPs and you got the people you wanted, and you have like what I have left over, I think that was a good time. I didn't have to like, I don't know. So I mean, I didn't have to. I only had to use really one line skip. That was for Dana De Lorenzo, which I had a great time meeting her. She was amazing. She's like perfect. Here we go. So this is where I was at this weekend. Boom, Texas Pride weekend. Yeah, I even can't believe 6 years have passed by. That's by fast. Taking my time. Eating this slushy. Soothing my throat. All right, cool. Well, that's where I was at this weekend in Irvine. I just wanted to talk tonight a little bit of just who I met. I'll post the pictures I have later because I have to post them because I take too long. But yeah, it was a different experience this time. Being a vet and understanding how conventions work and understanding how to be like, at this point, I'm like a professional fanboy. If you're spending money, I don't know how that works the other way around, but it's definitely a different experience every time you go to these events. And I'm also enjoyed myself this past time. I had a really good time. Like I met some of the coolest people. I took a bunch of photos, and I mean, not on my phone. I was with friends and stuff, but I don't know. It was a good experience. I spent some time on my feet. I spent 8.5 hours the first Friday, 9.5 Saturday, and then 7.5 Sunday. So my feet were burnt out, and I still made time to run, but it was rough. But without further ado, let's get started on the whole. Well, let me upload a photo real quick. Oh, I'm trying to convince my buddy for us to do a. Let's see real quick. Hold on. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta write this up. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had this conversation earlier, and they got back to me right now. So let me just, yeah, because I don't want to forget, and I do want to get this answer back to them. But here we're gonna talk. Oh, yeah, I'll put that in there. Oh, come on. But I have everything else prepared. It's just these things I didn't. I was about to find. I'm in the living room, and I'm using my equipment. I have to go find everything, locate all the pieces to assemble them. Sorry. All right. Let's see, and then there we go. I got a few photos I could. There you go. That works. So I gotta Photoshop that one for sure. Oh wait, no, cancel. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. You gotta do this. There we go. Then one more photo because I didn't mean to put those other ones in there. See that one, and then what's the other one? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get one more photo. Oh wait, I gotta get a few more photos because I gotta show you my outfits because I got a lot of love for a shirt that I was wearing. I got a lot of praise for that shirt. I was like, holy crap! Even my boy Greg was like, "Yo, you're right." I was like, "Dude, I've never gotten so much love for a shirt." And that was that. And I think that was the only. That was my only. That was my only outfit for Sunday. I don't think I took photos. I think I only took photos on Sunday for my outfit because well, you'll see my outfit on Saturday. I have the photo ops with that. All right. That's good to go. I haven't done a show in about 2 weeks, so maybe it's been 3 weeks since the last time I've done a show. So yeah, I'm learning to all right, here we go. Yeah, I got some pretty cool photos. All right. So let's get started. All right. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about who I ran into and what I was doing and why I did what I did. All right, let's see. What that goes there, that goes there. Okay, I guess we'll start off with I'm gonna put that here. I put these two here. I put this one here. This one here. This one goes with this one. This one will go at the end. And then this one will go at the end. And those will go like this. Put him at the end. All right, here we go. This is not the order I did them in, but this was the order I took the photos. I mean, here's some photos I have. So without further ado, here are some of my photos. I got to meet Dead Meat. There we go. How close do we get? There we go. It's a very popular YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure they probably got like 8 million followers, but they're yeah. Let's see how many followers Dead Meat has. Their fan base is crazy. Like you couldn't get to meet them. They had a full line the whole time. TV program is what it's called. Dead Meat TV program. 6.8 million followers. That's Chelsea Rebecca and James A. Janice. So that's them. I saw them and I was like, you know what? You gotta give some love to the influencers and the internet guys because hey, look what I'm doing. But yeah, they have a really good popular channel, and it's called the Kill Count basically. And what they do is if you ever need to find out who, well, they break a story down for you. But if you ever have to find out who killed who in a movie or how someone died, Just go to the kill count, and you will see their stuff. Dead meat. So they do interview. Well, they also did interviews. Yeah, they have a full blown YouTube channel. How they get Maximum Overdrive 1986 Slugs. So they go down the rabbit hole here. I did watch a movie today. Let's see if we can find the movie here. Let's see if they have it. It should be. Yeah, I saw this movie today. The Five Nights at Freddy. So there it is. So it's just like a TV show. It's literally like what I grew up with growing up. So it's a new version of that. So I thought that was cool. Just I want to say a couple years back, maybe in pandemic. I was I watched a lot of their videos. I watched a ton of their videos. I spent a lot of time just watching their stuff. So that was pretty cool. There we go. Yeah. See. All right. So here we go. Keep going. So I am a big fan of horror movies and horror. I keep saying sounds like it does sound like horror movies. And I was like, as soon as I saw this person on the list, I was like, oh man, I gotta get him. I gotta get him. There's two people, like the two co-stars, the main people from the movie, from this. I believe that's. Let me look it up real quick because I don't want to mess it up. I think it's 1987, and it's a remake. 1988. All right, here we go. Let's share the screen because I really do like this movie a lot. The Blob, 1988, rated R, 135. I mean, it was just well made. This movie's just.
If it had a mind, you could reason with it. If it had a face, you could look it in the eye. If it had a body, you could shoot it. Now, man is no longer the supreme being on this planet.
The organism is growing at a geometric rate. By all accounts, it's at least 1,000 times its original mass.
Nobody believes me about what happened tonight.
What did happen? I want that organism alive.
Oh, they showed him the trailer.
I think
this is my favorite kill.
Pissed it off.
Oh, wow, they showed a lot in the trailer.
The Blob. Terror has no shape.
This is such a well-made movie, like just in general. It even has like a really crazy death for all right. This movie is considered alien. What's it? Alien invasion, horror, body horror, monster horror, sci-fi thriller. That before they used to just be the genres. Now they have these subgenres. So horror, like the genre would be horror, sci-fi thriller. Now they're putting alien invasion, body horror. See, they kind of kill you. You kind of it is an alien invasion. A deadly entity from space crash lands near a small town and begins consuming everyone in its path. Panic ensues as shady government scientists try to contain the horrific creature. Director Chuck Russell, writers Theodore Simonson, Kay Lineker, and Arvin H. Milgate. Stars Shawnee Smith, Kevin Dillon, and Donovan Lech Jr. So yeah, there was no way I was gonna get the meet Shawnee Smith because it's just her lines are crazy. It's just no way. Every movie she's made, saw everything, like every horror movie. So I got to meet him though. Kevin Dillon, I did actually get to meet. I did guys talk to, hold a conversation. 2-3 minutes, nothing too big. He was fun. He was cool. He's a real person. He liked my boots. said he was like, "Oh man, cool boots, man." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, dude." He told me he got a pair in Texas while he was here. So, but our neighbors have a daughter, and they talk about horror movies with her, and when they scary movies, they talk about the Blob, and they were eventually gonna let them see, but got them to sign it. This is from Maxwell. This one's to me, so this one's to me. This one's to Max. He's starting to get into movies a lot now, so he's a filmmaker, so. Sorry. Oh, I'm already falling asleep. My body's choking, but I like what it says here. The Blob. Scream now while there's still room to breathe. Terror has no shape. So I'm gonna frame this one, put it up there somewhere. I have a lot of the like 90% of the convention people I meet or the people I get to sign, make them out to my son, make them out to Maxwell, so he could you can connect the dots. Like, oh, my dad met this person from this movie. I'm gonna watch this movie. Like, when we show him the Blob, he's gonna be like, oh, look, there's Kevin Dillon, and then my dad met him. Shawnee Smith, my dad met her. So I want it to be more like kind of connected for him, but at the same time, I got a few CJ ones for me. So I try to keep these more for him, but I have the Maxwell's wall motivation. So that wall is a lot of like the main ones I have. I have a tiny little hallway from his room to the bathroom. It's only like a door size length or whatever, two doors length. So I put it full of like photos and stuff, so you can see it every time. All right, so now for the with some of the big hitters that I did. I forgot I got one more photo set. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, where is this thing? Here we go. A screenshot. So we'll get started with a little telltale. Oh, whatever, I messed it up. It's fine. All right, so this is pretty cool. Delete, bring in. Here we go. So I got the Texas Frightmare VIP pass. You get it ahead of the time, before, like a month before they tell you who they book and stuff. You're just early supporters, or early to get there, early to get this convention going. So you kind of just do a crapshoot. You roll your dice and you find out who you're going to get. Fortunately for me, I got the headliner that I wanted, and it's in Texas, so it works out for me. Didn't get him the last time he was here, because it was my first convention. I didn't know really nice how hard it was to meet some people, and he's one of them, and that is Mr. Bruce Campbell. And if we don't forget, in 2021, I met the guy online and had such a genuine conversation with him that I used a lot of the advice he gave me, and I put me on a path. Unfortunately, when you meet him at a convention, it's not really like hey, how's it going? You have to have a small, quick conversation with him. There's too many people wanting to meet him. Minimum 300 people a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of people to meet. So, but I did meet him back in 2021, and we had a good conversation. He's a great person, and so I always enjoy meeting him. His handler, the guy he works with, that guy's a badass. Like, respect that guy. I tip my hat to both of them. But so I met him, and I clearly kind of changed a little bit. Looked the same, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's just you just grow your hair out and your mustache. Same guy. But what do you call it? I met him in 2021, right? And then I as a filmmaker, and then being a dad and juggling, I just kept working on a lot of stuff for myself. And then in 2023, we went up to Colorado Springs, because we liked that convention. We went up there, and I got to take photos with him, because I mean it's just so hard to meet him. Like, it's very impossible. Like, it's high. Hey, what's up, Luna? What's up, Danielle? Um, thank you for the likes. I was gonna say it is damn near impossible to just to get to meet him, get to talk to him, and saludos. Hey, what's up, Luna? Yeah, sorry, I'm going over my convention. I couldn't do it Scandalo this weekend. I didn't have any energy and I didn't have any time between everything I was doing and then hangouts and then events and then panels. I was burnt out. I don't even have a voice right now. I'm barely getting it back. But I do have some good news for us, so I'll share it later. But yeah, so I at 2021, meeting Bruce and I already loving a lot of his stuff. I started just kind of collecting all of it more and more, and I have like the little shrine or whatever. But I started what do you call it? Reading a lot of his books and doing his audiobooks. And the more audiobooks I started getting into, the more I started understanding about filmmaking and the way him and Sam do it, the way they go by. Like he's real detailed, and his audiobooks are amazing. He even did that. He has the Lost Tapes of Hollywood. Him and Ted Raimi, they did a bunch of skits on audio skits. So you just hear like they have Foley and sound effects, and then they do a scene like a sketch. And he makes fun of Bob Meacham. Let me do a little research because he was telling me something about Bob Meacham where I was just like, that's funny. He goes, yeah, you got to look into him. Let's see if did I spell that right? Oh, no, it's on the screen. Is it Robert Meacham? How do you spell that last name? I'm spelling it like crazy. Let me see real quick. But yeah, I'll just, whatever. We'll do it later. But what do you call it? Doing that, meeting him, and so I was like, check it out. So Bruce, I mean, he's not listening, or he is, but he's like, it's hard to talk to him because he's like so busy. So I told him, look, I read your books. I've started following your like footsteps as what you told me and applied. And then he's like, he's photos great. He knows what he's doing. He's having fun right now. You read my stuff, and then I went, look, went in the cocoon, and I was like, check it out. I'm doing something. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. This is 2023. Now we're in 2025, and voila, we got characters. So I couldn't get a photo op with him, so I decided to do the next best thing and get a photo op with the co-workers. So I went with the family. And the co-workers are his co-stars. So I went with the family. This is Ray Santiago, and this is Dana De Lorenzo. I must say, they're pretty cool. They're from Ash versus Evil Dead, the main co-stars. But she's him cool. They're cool, but she stole my heart there. She's so cool. Like a performer, entertainer, queen, princess. I was like, wow, she's awesome. Yeah, if I could put her in a movie, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. And it'd be fun. She's just energy. But yeah, and at the same time, I was like, all right, dude. Well, here you get limited to only 3 signatures, and so I was like, you know what, I got to get something for Max. So I was like, look, whenever he's ready to watch this, to Maxwell, Army of Darkness. Watched this movie a lot growing up. It's pretty badass. There was a guy that actually like had the whole look down. Like, I mean, he was shorter and kind of round, but he would put himself in his position. I'm like, damn, he looks like him. I got the chin brother. The chin. Yeah, that was cool. So now we're in another phase. So I ordered a Ash versus Evil Dead poster, 11x17, that I wanted to get here. That was my third item I wanted to sign, but it didn't get here. It got here. I left and it got here, but I didn't want to wait anymore. I waited too long to leave, but I left, and sure enough, it arrived, and I'm gonna have it. So off to new adventures. So see where we can go for the future, and see where we can get another signature, and see where everyone else is at. I already know where someone's going to be in San Antonio in 2 weeks, so looking forward to that. Well, also I got 2 more little conversations before I head out, but I thought this one was fun. this was like a you have to get, like you have to go and I don't know. I was like, this is a splurge. There's 2 or 3 things I did that I splurged where I was like, oh, I spent too much money, but I didn't spend as much as I usually spend. I've been cutting down. You know, this is like a thing. Like some people, I've been talking to some people that they're having problems with conventions because they spend all their money there, so they're expensive. Like I have 3 jobs to do this, so I'm starting to learn how. I'm like, okay, the fanboy in me is starting to understand that it can't get everybody, and you already got some people, and just kind of I'm starting to get more valid pieces, more solid pieces. So this one was I was like, man, this is awesome, and he's already dressed up. So I got this is technically a cosplay, right? But I got to think about it with good old Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton. Whoa, he's perfect. Like he's so like I didn't even know he did that. I couldn't even see him really. I was right next to him, and that's such a great photo to have. So I got Art the Clown because I will be with because I don't know. I love Terrifier movies. The director, the actors, the movies themselves are hard for me to gut wrench, but they're good. But I'm a big Damien Leone fan, so you know this is his creation. This is his guy he created, and you know he found the best performer to do it for him. But yeah, I like what's it? I really like I like the just the idea from the story from concept to idea. I mean, from idea concept to reality to fandom. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we're gonna go with, and actually I don't know where the hell these things are at. I could talk about another online interview I had. I just gotta find it. Let's see. One second, because I do want to show you this. I had up the other day, and then no. There we go. Here we go. 2021. Yeah, I gotta put all these photos in here too. So look who I met in 2021, and we've had kind of a fun experience getting to hang out with this guy. I've run into him. This is my 4th time I've run into him and his people at the conventions. And oh, man, it's always fun. And that person would be Mr. Kane Hodder, one of the Jason Voorhees. Hey,
C.J.
how's it going, Kane?
Good, nice shirt.
He's one of the best people you can meet. I understand why they say the stories has it when the horror convention started, they were having a hard time getting people, but Kane was always one of the frontliners and one of the people to constantly be like there at the conventions. Now I know I can get easily corrected from the people that know everything, but what I learned is that he was always there. So when you meet him, he's actually a really fun, entertaining person, and he's got stories if you want to talk to him about it, or if you just want to shake his hand, meet him. He don't care, man. He's fun. But I gotta say, this is him and Brian. Like, I respect those guys, man. They're awesome. Give a shout out to Brian Arnis. He's a cool person there to hang out with, talk to him. Though he's busy all the goddamn time there. He's always doing something. But I have Kane Hodder there because this is important to me with him too. Because when I was a child, I stumbled onto horror movies. You don't find them, they find you. And it's when you need them. And yeah, you can go get on Netflix or Prime and Hulu, whatever, find the horror section, and I want to watch these movies, see what they're about. But back then it was different, and it still is. It's the same. It's still the same now, but back then it was different in the sense that we didn't have the availability, and maybe it was limited. So you had to find a DVD or a VHS or something physical, some tangible. Where I had this little black box, and that would give me all the channels. So I had like pay-per-view, action pay-per-view, Cinemax, HBO, all of them, and kind of like what we have now. But it was just like, I guess it was a legal thing to do, but they could put them together. And I would watch these movies not knowing that they would like kind of relieving stress for me, or entertaining me, or something to escape me from my reality. And you start learning this from like from for sure Texas Frightmare, but from other conventions, that you're around like-minded people that are in the same boat as you are, and you only have one passion or love here, and it's to talk about the media or the content or the thing that you love, and that thing will grow and manifest itself to other things, right? Um, but you guys, we tend to find this on our own. So we have something in common, and then hey, we all love the same thing. Trying to argue with anybody, I try not to like, I don't know, ruffle any feathers, step on any toes. Um, but I I just I love it. I prefer that over other conversations or other things people want to talk about. That being said, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th was one of those franchises that I binge watched at like 5 years old, 6 years old. I got introduced to Freddy. What are you in first grade? About first grade, kindergarten, and then Jason. I got introduced to Freddy first, but it was not Dream Warriors. It was Dream Master. And when I got introduced part 4, and then part 5, and then how did I do it? I can't remember 3, and then I think it was like 1 was like one of the last ones I saw. I was like, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, whatever. No, I'm sorry, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 3, 1, like backwards, something like that. But watching these movies and escaping and like just hiding in them, just being spending time with them, and I was telling you, like Terrifier is like completely like super unhinged movie, very gory, gore porn. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, David. Love it. But I can like show my son Friday the 13th movies now, because I feel like compared to that, or compared to like internet or real life or some stuff that people really watch, that are like real people dying in real videos, it's different. It's like real death. It's lifeless. It's boom, body falls, or movies with the explosions and everything, the exaggeration. Those are okay. There's nothing wrong with those. But I'll tell you this much, with those movies being like ingrained in my core memory, and I've never thought about hurting anybody with anything or anything like that, even people that always do me wrong. I just think it's funny that I don't I think it's funny that nowadays, like, I can look back at these movies and talk about them, and I can learn more and more and more as you meet the people that created them. When you meet Jason, I already met two. I met two Jasons already. So you see how they play them. You ask them questions. You get to know them, and a lot of them very passionate about this. So you can really get a lot of information back, a lot of feedback. So I guess everybody just left. So I met Kane, and I got to take a photo with him as Jason X. Thank you, Brian, for hooking this up. Signature. The photo I'm about to show you. I told you, let me let you hear the end of it. This is funny because this has happened quite a few times already. So hold on. One second. What did I do? Never mind. I told him I basically told Kane, crush my head, because he asked me what my favorite death was. I said, yeah, crush my head. I want you to crush my head. So he crushed my head. But then it's been a thing now where kind of been getting my head crushed a lot by Kane. Hold on, what do I have here that I can delete that I'm gonna be like, okay. Here, let's get rid of this first one, right? Oh, I have it up here. Look at that. Let me get rid of this one. All right, here we go. Oh, that's not that. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So once again, I asked Kane Harder to crush my head. And guess what he did? He crushed my head. It's funny. You ask him and he doesn't. But I had a good time with him, man. He's always fun. He's always a pleasure. every time I'm at a con, I just it's just weird because even this one I was like, man, there's no way those guys are like too many, man. I can't get past all those like Jason people. It was either Bruce Campbell or him, and I was like, nah, I can't do all of them. But we're coming down to the end. I was only gonna do 40 minutes, so I got 5 minutes left. I did want to importantly talk about a movie that I'm going to be part of coming up soon. We're gonna film it soon, and I got to hang out with the director, and I gotta say, he is a very, 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 very cool individual. And I've been around him a few times. The last two Frightmares just kind of got introduced to him. Kind of, really, that's all he has. Cool. End to the new beginning. So he's got Circus of the Dead 2 coming out, and it's got a big following. And that, I'll just show you what I've seen. And that movie is made by, well, he did Circus of the Dead 1 10 years ago. Now he's doing the sequel, Into a New Beginning, Circus of the Dead 2. Circus of the Dead 2, look at that. The circus is back in town. And then Circus of the Dead 2. So little Mr. Blisters, Papa Corn. I forget this guy's name. But yeah, here we are. Not really any information on it because he's slowly leaking it. But that individual is the Mr. Billy Pond and Kelly Wilson. Got to meet them. Got to hang out with them. Been emailing them for a couple months now, but now it's official, so it's cool. We got to hang out. Looking forward to making this movie. And I'll say that I did pick Billy as the quote of the evening because I was around him and he did a film school, film class, like give advice and how to just get ready for other filmmakers to make movies and create things. He's big on the fake trailer. So he wants to he encourage people to make a fake trailer for a movie, so that way they could it lead to something else or it could lead to other things. And I'm really pumped about that because that's a good motivational thing for me. But I picked him because while he was doing the Q&A and all that stuff, and I was and thank you, Billy. He was really he was shouting me out here and there because I'm an actor. And what do you call it? I heard him say, "Get started now before it's too late." And then he gave a big spiel about how it could be too late and all this stuff. But that was the main part that just stuck to my head. That was the main oh wow, he's right. Oh wow, it's gonna be too late before you know it. And that was very important for me to hear, especially from hearing straight from him and in an environment where there's 60 people, 70 people in a room, stuff in a room, where they're just enjoying his presence, his acknowledgement. I mean, people were asking questions left and right. I asked a few questions. I think it was important that he was, you were there. It's like this. If you want to be a filmmaker, that's where you go. You ask other filmmakers, how do they do it? How do they get started? That's how you get better. I've been doing that because I feel like I plateaued at a very easy level. And I was like, how do I get past this? Now I went backwards. So now I have a lot more things. But getting to see somebody who's doing it and doing it in the same state you're in and from the same area you're from really motivates you. So as I'm going to be in Circus of the Dead 2, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I could probably have a small role, tiny role, or I could have a death. I don't know. We'll see. It's up to Billy, right? But I like this quote. Get started now before it gets too late. And that is what I wanted to say about this episode before it gets too late. I have a lot more photos to show. I have a lot more things to shout out, but I just want to do a quick one. I hadn't done a show in I want to feel like 3 weeks. I haven't done a show. So, I need to do this. This is for me, right? It's for other people that want to see growth in me and what am I doing, what I'm up to. And if half the time it's it just seems like it's a guy just on here. Yeah, I'm practicing, getting ready to do other stuff, right? But I thought it was cool also because it's also about friends. And hey, I got to run to Carlos Gonzalez. Carlos y Carlos. Buddy of mine, from hometown. And constantly, when you see friends that you hadn't seen in a minute, it's cool to go to a convention and even if you don't only hang out for I only got to see him 2 or 3 times for 10, 20 minutes a piece. But that was good enough, right? And that's what the whole convention is. It's for the love for what you have. And you just got to celebrate it. So, got the mustache. See what I do with it. I didn't realize it took a while to grow mustache and to really mustache. But we'll probably do, if I have this in No Shave November, I'm probably gonna do a Jer's edge, and I'm gonna probably grow out the pencil. You say grow out the pencil length, not the pencil, the curl. But hey, it's 40 minutes, so time's up. I'm running out of energy. I need to get ready to go to bed. It's still pouring outside. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight on My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet. This was a small recap for my 2025 Texas Frightmare experience. I have a lot more things to talk about, but I don't have any energy. I'm thinking because next week I start sketch 3, so I'm gonna have be really tired by the time I do sketch 3 and then stand up in this. So I think I'm gonna move it to an earlier time, maybe 4 o'clock. I think 4 p.m. Central. So that'll be 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. California time, West Coast. But yeah, I'm gonna have 8 weeks of that. I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna be tired. I think I need to do that. And I want to go earlier. I'll do late when I have to. And I'm gonna have Billy on here soon. So if he wants to go late, we'll go late, or somebody else wants to go late. But I think for the most part, I'm gonna try to go a little bit earlier, only because the next weeks are gonna be grueling again, and I don't want to get fall behind like I did last time. So, but all right, thank you for hanging out with me on My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, C.J. Robles. I'll see y'all next week. But in the time being, check me out on Patreon at CJ Robles 2. Check me out on IG or social media at CJ Robles 2.0, and follow the posts and follow the fun, because I also have another convention coming up in 2 weeks, and then another convention in 2 weeks after that, and then another convention 4 weeks after that one. So let's see how we get these conventions going, and let's see how we have fun, and let's see what I can bring. Another thing is I have more roles coming for me that I'm doing this year and next year, so just start seeing where it all starts synergizing and starts flowing together. I'm still practicing. I still do. I still got a lot of. I got Electrónico Fantástico coming up, so we're gonna see when that one's gonna get in the books. Sometime maybe in June, maybe in late June. I can't do late June. I only have a few weekends in June, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to do Electrónico Fantástico coming up, so we'll see if we can get it in the books. But all right, I'll see everybody later, and y'all have a good one. Peace.